Don't throw away your fruit skins, make this live fermentation bug instead. Pineapple and kiwi skins are rich in wild yeasts and lactic acid bacteria. These microbes are cling to the surface of the fruit, you just need to give them the right conditions to grow. Before fermenting, give your fruit a quick rinse just to remove the pesticide and residue. Now, a plain water rinse doesn't actually fully remove all the pesticide and the wax, but it does remove just the surface level residue. Now, rinsing with water doesn't actually kill the bad bacteria, but these bad strains are normally just attached loosely on the surface, so they do come off with running water. They're not deeply attached, and they're not protected by a biofilm like our friendly yeasts are. So what's happening here when I create this pineapple and kiwi bug is that I'm creating a tiny little ecosystem of microbes. The wild yeast consume the sugar and produce CO2, whereas the lactic acid bacteria, like lactobacillus, basically consume the sugars and produce lactic acid, which preserves the liquid. Now, once these microbes are submerged in the sugar and water, they start to wake up, feed on the sugar and multiply. After a few days, the mixture starts to bubble and smell fruity and sour. This is a sign of active wild fermentation. Now, I'm going to be adding ginger into this mix after 5 days of fermenting, and I'll tell you why. Both the pineapple and the kiwi contain digestive enzymes called bromelain and actinidin. These enzymes break down proteins and soft tissues. If I was to add the ginger straight away, I'm basically throwing in another source of wild microbes. Now, if any of those enzymes are floating around in the bug, then there's potential that they will slice up the ginger's microbes and just prevent them from growing and multiplying. It's all a very delicate process. Make sure to use dechlorinated water, so boil the kettle or boil some water and then let it cool down to room temperature. Any chlorine or heavy metals found in tap water can just upset microbe activity. Now, dissolve 75 grams of sugar in a litre of water and then pour over your fruit skins. Now, this is an anaerobic process, but the microbes need oxygen to begin with to kickstart the fermentation. Now, if I seal the jar too early, then too much CO2 can build up and the bug just doesn't get enough oxygen to basically populate the microbes, you know. Anyway, here we are. This can be used to make sodas, etc. Stay tuned.